So I spun my first little bobbin full of fiber, and I need to do another one that matches it so that I can put them together and spin it into yarn. So basically what I have to do is I split this long strip in two, roughly down the middle. I didn't weigh it, which is unfortunate. And then I spun half of it onto that green thing there. There it is. So now I take the other half and I also spin it from the same direction so that they kind of have the same color changes in them. And then I'm also printing another one of these black things. So this is going to hold the other bobbin. So they're both going to sit on these spindles. They're called lazy Kates, and then you can ply the two bits together. So here I go. I'm going to spin up the second set of the single. All right, now that part is done. So I'm going to add on its little friend there. So there's the two singles that I did. The second one does look a lot more consistent than the first one. Already a big improvement, even though this is a very small amount of fiber. But there we go. There's the two singles. So now I'm going to twist them together. I'm going to need a third bobbin for that. This machine came with a bunch of little flat pack bobbins, which is nice. So I'm going to put another bobbin together so I can ply these two together into actual yarn. So I spun the yarn in one direction called the Z or the Z twist, and now in order to ply I have to switch it to the other direction, otherwise I'll just unwind the yarn that I did. So I just got to switch it over to spin in the opposite direction. Now I grab the two ends, they will unwind off of those little lazy Kates, and I start plying it together. So here we go. I'm just holding the two strands together and then letting the twist up it, just kind of like spinning, but it goes a lot faster. And getting close to full here. And there it is. Wow, okay. It kind of actually looks like yarn that I could knit with or crochet with. I don't know why I'm surprised, but there you go. The very first tiny little bit of yarn that I've made. It's by like 20-ish grams. You can see all the different kind of colors in it, which is very nice. Some of the parts are marled and some of them are solid. I'm quite happy with it. Since I didn't weigh the two halves that I split, I ended up with one that was much longer than the other. So you can see that that single is a lot longer. That's okay. I'll experiment with I'll spin some white and I'll maybe ply this with some white and see how that turns out. Something simple. A good way to experiment because I'm just doing small amounts. But there's my very first spin. That's a single one. And that filled up this bobbin, and here is the ply. So that's my second little project on the electric eel wheel. So much fun. Oh my God.